How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of mystery beers. Yeah, black top, a little bit of sweet, delicious wrapping on there. And, yeah, this comes from my boy Tim from out Colorado way. Okay. See, those black top beers, I always assume they're going to be some kind of like a stout or something. There's something about that just makes me think that way. But we're not dealing with stout. This comes from my boy Tim out Colorado way, like I said. And what is that? First things first, that is an epically, beautifully wrapped mystery beer. And that's got to be a barley wine. It's got barley wine, winter warmer vibes, that kind of thing going on. Rich kind of caramel, super turbid haziness. Brown as brown could be with that touch of mahogany. And that head just has that rich kind of almost malt ball kind of color to it. So big, huge ABV, high, boozy level kind of beer going on right now. So yeah. It's got a nose. Holy shit, this is going to knock me on my ass. So, mystery beers are awesome. I like doing them so much. They're some of my favorite beers to do. But I always do them first. When I dive into beers, before I do any of my other beers that I do in my review sessions, I always dive into them first. Because I want to go into it with a relatively clean palate. This is going to blow my palate out of the water. Because this is a huge, rich, icky, sticky, crazy level barley wine. And it's got to have time on it. I'm just going to call it barrel aged just because of how rich and decadent it is. I don't think it has a ton of time on it. That's why I'm going with the barrel aging on this one. Not that I'm getting an overt kind of spirit or barrel or anything like that, but this just comes off as such delicious date figgy raisinettiness. Raisinettiness. That's the epicness of it, because there's this nice kind of timeline that these beers up there, that row of beers becomes beautiful because it goes through this kind of evolution of brown sugar into Dayton figginess, into sugar daddy, into raisinettiness. This has that raisinettiness going for it. So prunes, chocolate, multiple levels of chocolate. There's a soft bourbon note to it, and by soft I mean it's not overpowering. I think the beer is still kind of the start of the show here with this nice huge dollop of vanilla on top of it. Sweet on sweet on sweet. You're getting big huge grains over here. You're getting that raisinettiness over there. This has got to be like 13-14% barley wine barrel aged with some additional time on it. It's just the can is kind of fucking me up, because who the hell puts this into a can based off of the stuff that he sent me? I'm guessing Verboten, but we'll see. We'll see what's what. Let's just dive in. Cheers. I mean, it's a little less aged, a little less mature in the taste than it is on the nose. Man, I'd almost say this is a barley wine with prunes or dates or figs in it. That's how pruny and datey and figgy this is coming off. And it can't be that old. Like I said, I think this has time on it. I think it has a little bit of time on it. Maybe a year, maybe two. I'm guessing 2 years. But the flavors I'm getting off this are just such of what age is made of when it comes to barley wines. I'm almost guessing that either one has like prunes or figs or dates actually in the beer itself, or, and this would be the kicker, it's a blend. And that's probably what it is. It's probably a blend of new and old barley wine. It's probably, a crazy old 3-year or 4-year-old barrel-aged barley wine blended with a fresher one. Coming in, 13, 14%. Just a gigantic beer. Good God, I'm going to have to switch up my reviews beers. So I thought this was going to be low ABV. I have a couple big, huge bangers over here that, yeah, I'm not going to be doing all these all night. Anyway, so yeah. Barley wine. 2 years old. Blended. Barrel-aged barley wine that's been blended with some fresh and some new. 13.9%. I'm going to go with that Verboten. Just because he sent me a can of theirs, and it was a 12-ounce can, and it was barrel-aged too, so I'm just guessing they're going to be tossing these kind of barrel-aged jams out in cans. That would be my guess. It's delicious. It's fantastic. I still want it to have a little bit of time on it, but man, that nose is absolutely bonkers killer. And, yeah, we'll see what's what. Oh, okay, this makes sense now, because this is actually not. This is a Chicagoland beer. And this would be Revolution Brewing Straight Jacket Barley Wine, aged in bourbon barrels. Did I review this? I know I reviewed it. Aged in bourbon barrels, it's 15.8, so almost 2% off as I spill everything everywhere. 2% off on the ABV. I didn't have the guts to go that big. Okay. It's only a year old, so I said probably more like 2. This has to be blended, but this is like epically delicious stuff. I mean, I've reviewed, if not this not exact dating, but this beer before one of its variants. And honestly, I mean, Revolution does not mess around when it comes to barrel-aged beers. They're probably one of the best barrel aging programs in the country. So to get this level of bigness, this level of amazingness off this beer does not surprise me in the least. I mean, this is exactly where I like barley wine to go. A little bit young for me. Like I said, I want another year on this, and I think it rounds out into something beautiful. But, I mean, you could tell from the nose to everything about it. It just kind of works. It just works for me and ends up coming off as this monstrosity 2x4 to the face. No holds barred, no regrets. Leave a path of destruction in my wake level of barley wine, coming in at almost 16%. Yeah, let's put it this way. I open these mystery beers, and when they tend to be bigger beers, I'm like, okay, I opened it. It is what it is. I'll move on to the other beers, maybe drink a little bit of water in between, kind of try to tease my palate back. I'm still going to review some beers, but I'm shifting my night down, because I have like a 10% triple IPA. I have a 12% Imperial Stout. And I figured those 2 big ones in a row towards the end to be fine. I can't, because I want to wake up tomorrow and feel like a human. So, yeah, because this is going to be drank. I can't toss this in the drain. It's that good. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm fine with everything I said. I was off on the ABV. It was barley wine. I think there's a blend here, or it's just maybe just a little bit of hotness that needs to burn off. But, yeah, absolutely fantastic. Is this one of the better barley wines I've had as of late? Yes. Mount Rushmore Cetus? Yeah. It just is. Even with that little bit of hotness on there. Don't care. Value and availability. I forget what these go for. I remember being told what they were last time I did a set of the Revolution Barrel Aged beers, but anybody out there in the old Revolution universe, let me know what's what, and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, if you like barley wine, if you like icky sticky, like my hands are sticky, everything's sticking to everything right now. If you like the biggest of ickiest sticky, pruny, datey, figgy, awesome aged barley wines, you will like this. So there you go. Thank you very much again, Tim, for sending this off. It's an absolutely fantastic mystery beer. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there, if you want to talk about it, Massive Beers, if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing a whole podcasting thing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of Straight Jacket right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.